I don't want to do this one. I'm going to get fucking crucified. Oh well. I guess it's time to talk about this DLC. Hey guys, this is Christian here, and it's time for us to talk about the third DLC that was added to the Borderlands. And before we start, I want to mention one important thing about this DLC I fucking hated. So, I don't know if they fixed it, but when you go to the Season Pass on PlayStation, you don't see the DLC there. It's not in the Season Pass. Even though you buy the Season Pass, you actually have to look this DLC up to find it. I fucking thought that was retarded. I was so mad when we found that out, and already, this was a bad sign about this DLC. I'm talking about Bounty of Blood, a fistful of redemption, and I am going to fucking unload on this DLC because fuck this DLC. Okay, so to start off with, this DLC was released in June 25th, 2020, and okay, the part of this problem is that this DLC was released during the pandemic, and I want to give it some... I want to not give them too much flack about it because who knows? Maybe this DLC was worked on back in 2019 before everything happened, but they released a DLC that was so goddamn broken. Are you fucking kidding me? You were doing so good. Well, sort of. The bosses in the previous DLC sucked, but even so, you were doing fine. Oh my god. Oh my god, you broke this DLC. Why? To start off with, the load times in this DLC suck. I don't care if I'm going to even go into the story yet. I just want to mention that. We tested it. We were curious. We went into the DLCs from the previous ones and the DLCs in this one. It takes forever for anything to fucking load. And the worst part, let me mention this right now. You know texture popping, the thing that Borderlands is fucking famous for? It happens in this DLC so fucking much! I hate this DLC! I hate this DLC because of how fucking bad it is. And everyone thinks that this DLC is the fucking best. Fuck you! Seriously, you did not play this DLC like we did. When we played it, we would sit there and be frustrated because we had to wait for the fucking loads. We had to wait for the fucking enemy spawns. We once ran into a goddamn area and the enemies never even showed up. Do you know how fucking retarded that is? But you know what else sucks? When we're playing this fucking DLC, you want to know what I hate the most? Is the fucking story. Because the story does one fucking annoying thing that no game should fucking do. Nothing. Okay, let's introduce some new mechanics to this DLC because they're all fucking important. Oh wait, let's make you backtrack with all those fucking mechanics. Fuck you. Don't ever fucking do this again, Borderlands. I don't fucking care. Okay. I'll probably go back on a tangent like that, but let me actually get into this review now. To start off with, the plot of this DLC is that on Gehenna, the Vault Hunters answer the call of the sheriff and are basically trying to collect his bounty, and they basically get involved with a gang that are known as the Devil Riders, and, you know, they now are involved with the mystery of Gehenna, which... Ooh. Truthfully, this DLC feels so out of left field. Like, it doesn't make any sense what's going on. And I've heard that the reason they did this DLC was that they wanted to try something that wasn't so comedic or something so normal for Borderlands. But that's what I think hurts this DLC. It feels so not like a DLC for Borderlands that I don't want it. I don't want it in my game anymore. I hate this DLC. It's the fact that we play this DLC first because we don't want to play it ever again. It sucks so bad. But what even pisses me off more, the bikes. They're fucking retarded. They're not even that great. Why can't we just have the cars? Why do we have to have a new vehicle that's so fucking retarded? Okay, well how about the new mechanics? Every time you progress in the story, not the side activity, not anything else, you get a new ability. So to start off with, when you meet one of the characters, she'll give you an item called... or they allow you to mess with the breeze blooms, which breeze blooms are jump pads, basically. That's all they fucking are. They're jump pads that you can't control. This is so fucking retarded. Because it literally makes some of the fucking puzzles in this game impossible to do early. Meaning, you can't do some of the side shit until you've already beaten the DLC. What? That's not how a game works. You need to have all this shit early. This is one of the reasons Resident Evil had this fucking complaint about the fucking mansion. You don't. No one likes backtracking. So why the fuck would you make this whole DLC about backtracking? But you know what? Let me say this right now. Okay. Maybe you're not like me and SK who like to backtrack to, complete every mission in the DLC because we really like to do that. We like to see what a DLC offers. Okay, they offered a fuck ton of hunts. Cool. They actually gave us a fuck ton of guns. Cool. Truthfully, we didn't get anything else enjoyment out of the fucking DLC. A lot of the missions were fucking retarded. A lot of the stories were fucking retarded. A lot of the characters are fucking retarded. And no matter how you look at it, nothing this DLC gives you is worth it. The guns are by far the only thing that are really worth it. And in truth, they aren't. Because you have to go through this whole bullshit to get them. Oh my god, I just went off on a tangent. Anyways. Most of the upgrades they give you are fucking retarded. From the core exploder, which allows you to basically melee detonate stuff. Cool. Alright, so I can finally shoot with my fist. Awesome. Then there's the trader weed, the most, oh my god, stupid fucking thing. You're able to basically brainwash creatures, and I don't know if you could brainwash enemies. We never fucking used it. It was the most retarded thing I think they ever introduced because I was like, why would we use the environment? You didn't even give us a puzzle that required it. So basically, it was the most retarded upgrade. The last one was the Telezapper. They give you this one before you're going to encounter the final area. You need this in the first area to reach a chest. So just understand how stupid it is for us to be given backtrack mechanics. Fuck you. Alright. So how about we introduce the characters that they introduced? Because there's no returning characters. Like, you couldn't even shoehorn fucking, what's his name? Crap, I don't even remember the black guy's name in this game anymore. Clay? You couldn't shoehorn him in? He's a fucking cowboy. Seriously? You couldn't have any characters show up that we actually know? That way we can not be like, well, why are we doing this? We're just here for a bounty. Fuck that. Anyways. The first character they introduce you to is Rose. And Rose is pretty cool. Actually, I think that she's probably the most interesting character. So, of course, she turns out to be the bad guy. Alright? So, that cool character just went out the door. So, what other characters are we introduced to? Juno. She's actually a freakishly large woman. Interesting. Alright. What does she do? She's just a former devil rider who's now the sheriff. Okay. Whatever. Then we have the sheriff, who basically gets murdered early in the game, but even still, alright, he's just a sheriff. That's it. Like, I'm being a little critical about this, but these characters aren't fleshed out. These characters aren't given the flair of what a Borderlands character is given. I know I complain about characters when it comes to the original base game, but at least with the fucking twins, I could tell what their character was. They're fucking predacious assholes who are streamers. When it came to the sheriff, he's just a sheriff. That's it. There was nothing else. They didn't even give us any more echo logs about the character other than the one echo log that you get about him talking about Juno. That's it. That's fucking retarded. That is not how you build characters. And I do not want to see these characters return. There's not a single character I want back, especially the most important character. Do not bring this fucking narrator back. I fucking hate this character. I really fucking hate it. Because to me, what really killed me for the Borderlands is how much we ignored the narrator. We've been playing Borderlands for fucking 3 games now. And you know for a fact if there was a narrator anywhere in the games, our characters would have acknowledged it and been like, hey, why am I hearing a voice in my head that's not through my echo log? Seriously, why? Why did you guys ignore the one thing that makes Borderlands interesting is the fact that we're in a universe where shit like that makes sense because we're in a universe where that shit makes sense. To me, this sounded like a side story that didn't even exist. And you know what's worse? In Borderlands 2, with Captain Scarlet's DLC, that was a side story that didn't actually happen! So, don't give me that bullshit that, oh, well, it is a side story. No, Captain Scarlet's DLC was a fucking better side story, because at least when I knew she was going to stab me in the back, I appreciated that she said it right in front of me. So, yeah, no. I hate this DLC. I hate everything they added. From the fact that the Devil Riders, they're just fucking normal characters. That's it. They're not really anything interesting. The most interesting characters we get are more Saurians. Oh, yay, woo. I'm so glad the fucking Saurians came back. We also, basically, the environment's a Western. Cool. The fact is you made the maps too fucking big that you require the fucking bike for most of it. Most of it! And if you don't like the bike, which, hello, then you're not going to be fucking able to stand the bike. So, basically, like I said, the biggest thing I fucking hated about this DLC, it's just fucking bosses are so retarded. The final boss, I didn't even get to see what it did. And you know what? That's probably because of SK's fault, but you know what? I'm still happy. Because basically when we walked in, SK melted the boss. That's it. That was so retarded. I have never seen a boss be melted. It was the final fucking boss. You can't even fucking melt Tyrene that fast. That was so retarded. The backtracking mechanics, I don't care how many times I keep going back to that. That is so stupid. Don't do that. Don't ever do this again. And then maybe on our end, maybe everyone else wasn't experiencing glitches and bugs, but there were so many bad bugs we experienced. I felt like I was playing Cyberpunk, and I don't feel like punching that game right now, because Borderlands doesn't need to be in the same category as Cyberpunk. Oh my god, that game pissed me off. Oh my god, that DLC pissed me off. Like I said, the only thing that's good about this DLC is introduced a bunch of brand new guns. And a lot of them are really, really strong. The only thing was I was playing Amara, so none of the guns helped my character. So, yeah. I basically didn't give a shit about the one positive about this DLC. Because my character couldn't even use half of them. So, yeah. I'm partially using that as a negative as well. You didn't even give me anything to fucking praise this DLC for. So, yeah, no. Fuck this DLC. Don't ever do another one like this. I don't ever want to see a DLC like this. Continue being Eon Star. We'll never stop going. I need to fucking quit doing this.